Let her know that Sarah stayed 9 hours. Took pictures too.
All right, well. Grand Finals. All right, we have a lot at stake. We have first place going with a GameStop gift card.
$50 GameStop gift card for a free tournament.
Jigglypuff amiibo.
Which you could probably sell
which
for,
is
I don't
essential.
even know. I'm going to say, I'm sure you could sell this to a weeb for like 20 bucks.
No.
And then...
Well, you can't ruin the magic, man. This is, you know, I mean...
Oh, and some posters, too. They have
Oh,
some
absolutely,
posters.
some posters.
That's sick. And the $10 eShop gift card. What's up? So, yeah, I think they already started. Nat coming from Losers, sPAPI being the one that actually sent him into Losers. And here they are, meeting in Grand Finals, dude. How do you... I think Nat actually looked like he was able to like learn the Yoshi matchup pretty well last time they faced off, because it was looking like it was a lot more even towards it.
And you know, when it comes to a match like this, you'll notice, like, you know, with a lot of previous tournaments, sPAPI has no problem just match after match, you know, going at his all.
Yeah.
You know, some characters, you know, they'll have difficulty after, like, you know, however many matches, especially when a pool this big. You know, I mean, I don't know if Natdog suffers from that, but I know it could be a big problem with some, and sPAPI doesn't affect him in the slightest.
Another thing too is just that there's been such something that I've been noticing that sPAPI's been using a lot more is using, I think their B. He's using, I don't know if it's B reverse, B turnaround, or B.
Yeah, B reverse for momentum change?
Yeah, it's the momentum change. So he's like double jumping. So he's done with that, right? He has his double jump wasted. But then he's using the momentum from this B reverse, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%.
All right.
And he's using that to push himself away from his opponent so that he's not stuck in that awkward juggle situation.
Yeah, it's very useful. I was fighting him. I had no idea what to do.
Yeah, so he's keeping himself really comfortable at a really safe space, not putting himself in any situations where he's like, you know.
Because Yoshi's down air, I mean, it's definitely not useful, especially in this game. It has so much ending lag.
I think right now, something that sPAPI might be, should be doing is using these matches to really, really analyze the options that Natdog has. I'm calling him Natdog. This says Natdog.
Yeah, I know. I want to call him Natdog, you know. I know his name is Nate, and you know. So.
Yeah, he should be throwing out, like, forcing specific situations, and then really, you know, checking to see what options Natdog chooses in those situations. Like, if he does jump out there, tries to edge guard him, is Natdog the kind of person to, like, challenge him with his own hitbox? He's the kind of person to just, like, try to air dodge right through there.
And I know specifically against Yoshi, I did like 10 matches against him with my Yoshi, and I mean, I'm not the best.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I've done
some.
Yeah, I was doing some, you know, some stuff that I pretty much take from sPAPI. He's a pretty good Yoshi, you know, but
pretty good.
And I mean, you know, in the valley, but he definitely has an answer to everything.
Does he? Oh, that was a good footstool, but his up. Like I said, gimping Sonic is not. Doesn't look like the easiest thing to do. I mean, if you're just pro master super OG at gimping Sonic, you know, shoot me in the DM. Let me know how to do it.
Yeah, it's like Luigi. You know, he has great vertical and he has great horizontal.
It's like, you would think, right? Like Luigi is like in other games, it's like, yeah, Luigi's recovery is not that great. You just gimp him. But in this game, it's kind of like, oh man,
oh my
wow,
gosh.
getting with that up smash, looking like Fox. Loud with those sweet kicks.
That was a shock.
With those sweet feet. This is nuts.
The pressure's definitely on the Grand Finals right now.
Yeah.
For both of these players.
And it's funny because recently we just went out of town for a big tournament. Not a big tournament, but it was kind of like it was a pretty decent sized tournament.
Right, yeah.
And sPAPI took it.
Yeah.
Beating out like some big players. Like they're number one, number two.
I was reading their bracket, and it must have been a great upset. I would have loved to be there. You know?
It was pretty hype, dude. Like seeing him make that run was just like, wow. You can never count out sPAPI. What the heck was that?
Yo, Sonic don't succeed.
What in the world?
sPAPI's a weird guy.
Going with Link.
Okay, I'm thinking sPAPI's gonna feel really hella comfortable in this matchup.
Yeah, I think
because
so,
Link's recovery is kind of poopy. This is much easier to game.
And I know that Yoshi has
Yeah.
great has great projectiles, but obviously Link has some of the best in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I know Link has the projectiles on deck, for sure. He's got them. But sPAPI, his eggs, I just feel like they're better, dude. I feel like the egg is like
that is
super top
possible.
tier projectile.
It's just that the variety, he has one for every situation. But with Yoshi, I mean, for a keep out tool, it's definitely the best.
Yeah.
Because of the arc,
Yeah. And he can make
any
it,
fighting game. Oh my gosh. What a good sport. Or a very worrisome SD right at the end. But you'll find that, in any fighting game, like with Dalsim or any character in any fighting game,
Yeah.
with a curved projectile like Fong in Street Fighter V,
yeah.
it's always that's definitely the best move for keep out because they can't come in, from any direction.
Yeah. Because you just got them angles on deck.
All they could do is either guard or just try to dodge it.
That's
It's
crazy.
difficult to go under and it's difficult to go over.
I'm not even gonna lie, dude. There's some times where you're like talking, and like I can hear the first part you say, and the second part I can't hear it, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But I heard that.
Yeah.
It was just like I feel bad because like you're saying that, and like part of it was just like, man, what if he says something really important and cool and I don't hear him?
Yeah,
I'm just
I am
gonna say,
speaking
yeah, dude.
to the audience. I will
That's
admit
cool.
that.
Yeah,
you know what I
super
mean?
cool. But then I can't partake in the conversation. It's funny. Okay, but right here, it looks like sPAPI's going to take that clean. Oh, never mind. Whoa, percent's almost even. What happened?
Oh, that would have been great if it was just a few frames afterwards.
Yeah.
His tether grab. Link's tether grab.
Ooh, that was a scary up B. If he didn't have his any distance on his up B, that would have been death. Ooh, trying to go for that
That was lucky right at the
YOLO
last
down
hit.
smash. Oh, no, that was... What was that? He,
Wow.
he threw aerials like all around Link.
Yeah,
Like he
that
went in a
was an
circle
interesting, display.
and just like totally ignored Link.
Oh, I was going to
Ooh,
say.
reading that roll in though with a forward
That roll
smash, feeling
in
nice and
was,
comfy.
Very easy to see coming.
He's feeling a little weird about the skis, I guess. That, I guess, being really, really vocal about
Yeah.
how he feels about a lot of stuff going on.
It might seem that sPAPI is being a little bit more serious.
I think
But it
sPAPI's
could
feeling
just
really
be that-
comfortable in this grand finals, to
Right.
be honest. He's like, I'm one game away. About Andy anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
Because the first time he played against,
Or maybe he just really wants this pristine Jigglypuff amiibo,
yeah, or this $50 gift
Dog,
card.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
of
nice.
course.
Yeah, this $50 gift card. That could go to Street Fighter V.
Yeah, exactly.
Street Fighter V is hype. And we're having a tournament, so it's gonna be hype, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, look. See, I think Sonic is a way better pick for an Natdog in this matchup. Just because I don't think sPAPI feels as comfortable against Sonic. Like he's struggling to like keep him out.
Because, I mean, with his eggs, I mean, what's interesting is that in certain angles of his side B, they'll just stop the egg. But it won't, it'll kind of clank, but it'll just go through, or it'll go under the egg. So it's not safe. It isn't like I'll fill this egg and maybe he'll dodge it,
Yeah.
or maybe he'll get hit by it. There's a lot more factors with Sonic. Man, he always scares me when he down airs off the stage.
Yeah. I feel like that's just a Sonic thing. They're like, my recovery is godlike. You don't understand.
Whoa, that is.
Did he just taunt at him?
That's some crazy.
That's an interesting
right
thing
there.
to do at low when you're losing, when you don't have the percent. But I think that's actually because in this game, the mind games are just so big. If
Yeah,
you can
they're
force your
huge
opponent
part
to
of
get like overly, like way too eager, really aggressive, like, oh, I want to hit him, I want to beat him, I want to take that life. If someone's taunting it, you're kind of just like, I want to punch this guy in the face.
Right,
dude.
yeah.
Or I want to punch this character in the face with my, my Sonic hand.
Exactly.
Oh, he read that hard too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
man.
There's some really funny puns going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't hear any. I mean, I have my headphones on, but I'm sure they're funny. I'll take your
Yeah,
word
yeah.
for it, You know?
I mean, I didn't hear him either. I mean,
Yeah.
I have headphones on too. I didn't hear him either. Ooh, that was a good
Oh my
read.
gosh.
That was a good
That's
read.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
That's
He's in the library, so you can read all day.
oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa, did you think of that?
Nah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I just thought of it right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of a
I'm
pun
pretty
god.
much like a freaking pun god. but
Yeah.
whatever, You know?
Nate's something he's been using a lot is using that up B as kind of like a get out of jail free card, which has been working really well since not a lot of people so far seem like they've been able to punish it too effectively. He's just, whenever he's stuck in that situation where it's like, okay, I'm going to get comboed, he just up Bs. Something people need to do, that's kind of like in reminiscent of Samus in Melee, where it's kind of just like if she's being pressured, she's gonna run with that up B. She's gonna try to get out of there as soon as possible. So it's good for people to, bait that out.
Yeah.
Force him to up B. I don't know if he can keep his jump after that up B though. That's Sonic, do you know?
Sonic, after that, I know very little about that Sonic. I do know that he can do his side B, because he doesn't go into special fall. Last match. I mean, not the last match, but he takes... oh my gosh.
But yeah, regardless, it's good to like bait out that up B. If he does it, you have to watch out for that second jump
Right,
and
of course.
act appropriately depending on the situation. That second, so you know what, juggle city. But if he doesn't get his jump, then he's put into a juggle situation, which is good. You're benefiting from that. Right. So just keep it, stay on the ground. I mean, short hop, fast fall up airs, charging up smash when they land. It's that stuff where it's kind of just like you're gonna be able to force them into an outright situation.
What I think makes it so devastating as opposed to like Pac-Man's. I mean, if Pac-Man's was higher, it would be almost identical, except for one thing, which is that it's almost like invincible. There's so little you can do, to gimp him. Obviously, like you were saying, like say like Captain Falcon's back air. There's, it's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
To hit him back into the stage. Even then, it might not work. It's very difficult.
Yeah, and I want to say like maybe like Mario with his like side B, like his capes and stuff, but not even that because if he turned around, he still grabbed ledge in this game. So.
And even in this specific situation, Yoshi, his back air, it actually works against him, and it will actually hit him because it's part of his tail. I've tried that before many times.
Wow. It's a trip, dude. It's such a trip. People are figuring stuff out like all the time, and it's just, wow, he spot dodged really well. He waited for the animation to kick in, and then he was like, oh, okay, now I spot dodge.
I hope he's not counting Nate out.
Yeah, no,
because I know that he said it's very difficult to fight sPAPI with his characters. But I hope he doesn't see that as a, well, I don't need to try nearly as hard. Or I could try much lower technique moves,
Yeah.
Like, because, I mean, against his Sonic, I mean, he could do anything at any point because he's so quick.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how it's... Ooh, wow. Okay, so now sPAPI really needs to turn on that nitro.
Definitely.
Do you know why people leave that spring there?
Leave that spring? Yeah, it's like...
so cool.
Yeah, it's like Pac-Man. They just leave that little line there. Because it makes it so much harder to get in.
No, they put down the up B so that when you drop, it forces you into the air, and in the time that you're like up in the air getting back down, you lose your invincibility.
Yeah,
so that's like, dang. So you lose that little advantage you get from from that stock. Jab to up smash, the legendary combo. Oh, that's 19 damage.
It's pretty
Ouch.
good.
I don't get why they went to the stage though. I feel like sPAPI would be a little better off at in a stage with platforms. I want to say
so? Because I mean, I think it works very well for Sonic because he doesn't have to worry about jumping because I mean his airs are good, but a lot of his moves they count on the person also being in the air. You know what I mean? Which is great for Final Destination. But Yoshi, he's not really utilizing his eggs, but they would be perfect for this stage.
Yeah. But I think too is just he doesn't have the space to breathe with like here against Vader, he was able to throw out those eggs really comfortably because he knew that Game & Watch doesn't have the speed to get in and punish that, But against Sonic, if you throw eggs out like that recklessly, he's going to be able to rush you down, especially on a stage like this where it's like just flat, and he's going to be able to rush you down and beat you.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's going to be able to.
Wow, grand finals. sPAPI and Natdog.
I'm tired.
This
Long day.
this reset is looking very very much on the rise. If he gets the reset, it's going to be a completely different story because they're running on empty at this point.
Oh man, this grand finals in its own has lasted forever.
I know.
We were running so
right?
ahead of schedule, and now we're not because these guys decided to take their sweet time. Which is funny, because I mean, damn. I was so tired.
Something I noticed about these matches is that the initial first like 50 to 20 to 50% is always much quicker than
Everything else.
They get there, then yeah, definitely. Because once they get to that point, they think, okay, I need to really worry at this point, which is interesting. Because most of these characters, they usually, they go from 0 to 100 in like a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They immediately go, okay, I need to start, being more cautious about everything I do.
Yeah, and it looks like some people are coming in telling us to start packing up, which is cool. Because at this point, we're basically done, dude.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
hopefully.
just, we have
oh
two
no.
pretty, essentially very close showstoppers with Sonic and Yoshi. I mean,
Oh man.
they really
Yeah.
put us,
That's why we
put it
please
in
just
the
flush
scope.
this out. We don't have time for another. I mean, sPAPI does have that X factor though, so I'm pretty sure he's been able to adapt. He's been paying attention and he's kind of figuring out what he has to do. Ooh, that is now burnout.
Yeah, definitely. After 4 matches, yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, from the very beginning, since PM, even like in Melee sometimes, sPAPI has that clutch factor. He has that like special little power to kind of just like get him through. Like when times are heavy, he's able to make it.
Definitely. I remember watching a few matches back and thinking like,
Yeah, there's no way this Yoshi's
I
gonna do
remember him
anything
losing
good.
this match. I remember him winning this match, because the momentum is so, against his favor, and then right at the last second he makes it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He really did win.
Something that's been going on a lot though is that sPAPI just keeps forcing out these kill moves, and it's not looking good. I think he needs to step back, be a little bit more patient, take that Vader approach maybe, and just really give yourself some time to breathe. Because sometimes that's all you need. You just need a quick breath.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So he's at 77%, but I feel like sPAPI might still be able to pull this up. Possibly cross game.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, that was good.
We don't want to count anyone out.
Yeah. If this was last game, that would be so.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I'm actually. You know what? I'm gonna start packing stuff up because I can't
Really?
spend it. So yeah, I'm gonna go start packing things up.
Well,
Good job commentating for a little while longer, dude.
problem.
Chi. Thanks to everyone watching these videos, dude. Awesome.
What are they just doing like rock paper scissors, like who wins? Was that rock paper scissors who wins, or are they doing it again?
No, they're doing it.
Okay, I was thinking like they're not like actually just okay, I win. Like hey dude, I was gonna say thanks. Okay. Is it on? Is it on? Is it recording? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, this is the last set in Grand Finals. We have sPAPI and Natdog. This momentum is completely different. Now that it's complete reset, their momentum does not factor in at all. It was completely even last match. I mean, it was, if anything, it was very close. But if it wasn't for that SD, we might still be seeing a close match. Like 200% to 200%, both of them even. This has been an unbelievable Grand Final so far. And I think And I think that even though there's very little to go off of at this point, Yoshi might have a lot of difficulty because, I mean, when it comes down to it, if you're just looking at the characters, Sonic definitely has the advantage. Okay. Oh man. Wow, jeez. We all know that when the going gets tough, sPAPI has no problem keeping it out until he gets the kill. So he might be staying at under 10% for a little while. Okay, we have Zeus joining me on commentary, right? And hello. What do you think about the
Matchup?
the Sonic and Yoshi matchup? See, in my opinion, I think that that Yoshi has a lot more difficulty. Yeah, you might want to pull it back a little bit. Yeah, Yoshi has. It's much easier for Yoshi to just keep him out. But if the problem is that Sonic, he's so fast, with all his side Bs and his dash attacks, that, there's very little he can do. When he's setting up eggs, he could easily go under them or go over them. With every other character, they have to really respect them. But with Sonic, if he goes in at the right time, he has a much bigger opening.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, me personally as a Sonic player, it might be difficult just to get past the eggs if sPAPI aims them right, like that. But I mean, you make a good point. Sonic is quick, and you can make.
You'd think that one thing he has to worry about is, I mean, Sonic, he has to bank on Yoshi being having a lot of holes in his armor,
Right.
And putting his neck out too far. But we know sPAPI, he's always in it for the long haul. He can always he never slows down at all. He'll always have the right offense, and very consistent defense and offense, and I think it's gonna be very fair at this match. Grand finals. I mean, hopefully the fatigue doesn't get to him, but we've seen so far. I mean, it's gotten to like practically 1 a.m.
Yeah,
and sPAPI has still been in grand finals and able to keep it going. I mean, as for Natdog, I mean, it could be
What's the
completely
score right
different.
now? What's the score?
What's the score? Even. It's a reset.
Oh, that's okay. Cool.
And Yoshi takes it. sPAPI takes the first match. Wow, that was very close. Are you?
I've been kind of watching.
Yeah, these matches have been very close. I mean, it seems that. Okay, but it seems that a lot of matches are heavily based on the matchup. But I mean, there's been a few SDs here and there that made it a little bit unorthodox,
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been completely even. It's been a very interesting, few matches.
Very interesting and very long.
It has been very long. It is.
We're almost at closing time too.
I mean, these characters aren't extremely campy, but they're definitely, one person is based on zoning, and the other person, they're able to, get in really easily. But that should mean, it should be 100% in Sonic's favor. But I mean, sPAPI, he's so good at at keeping him out and keeping him and being calm and collected.
He's good at finding a way around it. Man, this is all for Jigglypuff Amiibo.
Right, we have the second place trophies, our Jigglypuff Amiibo, the $50 GameStop card, and the $10 Nintendo eShop card. Second place, first place, and third place. I think that at this point, Yoshi is going to have, sPAPI's going to have very little difficulty ending the stock right now. I think he's going to, just like that. At high percent, Sonic, it's very difficult. He has to be way more reserved, especially against Yoshi. And I think after so many matches, sPAPI, he's done so many matches for this reset to happen. That, he has to know exactly what he does when he's in this situation. When he's at high percent and he only has one stock lead. All right, he's able to keep him out pretty well.
Is that it?
Oh my gosh! Oh, okay. One thing is I never believe that sPAPI has a jump, but
Right.
he always plays Yoshi. He knows exactly how many jumps he has at all times.
Yeah, this is looking a
Oh
lot in
my
Sonic's
God.
favor.
This is something you never want to deal with because Yoshi's down air is, you know, it's completely unreliable in this matchup. You know what I mean? It's like something you would want to do if you're both falling down at the same time. But Sonic, he's able to run to the exact point he knows where he's going to fall and hit him. Catch him. Oh my gosh, these traps. Wow, he knows how to make everything so safe, sPAPI.
Yeah.
He knows exactly where to throw an egg. He knows, you know, the exact distance. He's definitely put his mark in.
A lot of work, a lot of labbing. Trying to get the edge guard.
What in the world?
Nope. The SD. There we go.
Oh man.
Yeah, that
Very
homing attack is
unfortunate SD.
unreliable sometimes.
That was a huge shame. But sPAPI, to close the match, sPAPI did SD on the last stock.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, as fishy as it seems, because I mean, you know, if you think about it, you know, you can be like, oh man, the only reason I lost is because I SD'd. That's what I say every time I go to a tournament. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, with stuff like this where they have a few SDs, I mean, it's almost even. Oh, he's being a little bit less reserved. Something I've definitely noticed, that I've talked about, is that at the beginning of the match, it's very, you know, they kind of think, oh, I can rack up as much damage as I can, because when I'm at like under 50%, it doesn't really matter, you know? But since they both have that mentality, as soon as it hits like 50 or 60%, they both get really reserved, and they start throwing eggs, and they start making everything guaranteed.
Trying to change their game plan.
You know? He throws a lot more airs, you know, he makes everything a lot safer. Both of them, rather.
Well, these have been really tense matches.
I like that.
Yeah, $10 eShop card. Could probably buy
code.
the
Show the
upcoming
code.
Red and Blue games. Yeah, it's on.
Let's see.
Hey, yeah, we got Yoshi here.
Okay, I don't think Yoshi's gonna have a huge problem.
Oh,
Yeah, right there.
Down there, yeah.
You see, this is this is very common for some reason that Yoshi is a higher percent, but you know it's very easy for Sonic to take the first stock, but when he gets in at 0%, Yoshi has a lot of difficulty racking it up.
Yeah.
Because you know, like I was saying, he has to rack up percentage when he's thinking, you know, when Sonic is thinking, I can, you know, if I get hit, it doesn't matter. But you know, Yoshi has to think, okay, I need to be way more reserved. You know, just nothing but eggs and a few tilts here and there.
You need to play keep away kind of.
Exactly.
Keeps the space well, make sure that he controls it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was close. That could have been a lot. Oh my gosh. There's so much pressure from both of these players right now.
It's not going to make it.
They both feel like they have something up their sleeve at all times.
Ah, man.
Wow.
sPAPI just needs one more to close this
These
out.
players, there's a lot of pressure. Not only because, you know, these tournament,
Yeah.
but also because it keeps coming down to the last game, or the last. Never like, it's never in one person's favor. You know, it's just like it's not based on momentum at all. Every single match is completely even. So that can be really tiring to both players. You know, when you're both have to try your hardest no matter what. You know. It's like the only time that it's ever been in one like fell swoop is because the other person SD'd at the last second.
Yeah, playing this song has to get to you.
Oh.
Going Battlefield. Bad.
It's bad, right?
These platforms may be to Sonic's advantage.
Let's see. Okay, we're back at the beginning of a match of
so
sPAPI
really
and
racking up the
Natdog.
damage
2
here.
rounds up, 1 for Natdog and 2 for sPAPI. You see, once it hits 50, okay, what do you think about them going to platforms, to a platform stage? Do you think that that's in one direction better for one person or the other?
In a sense, it could lead to chases.
Because I feel like that they're both going to completely avoid getting on the platforms.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not going to try. They're not really going to try to like throw them up. You know, maybe Sonic might, but it's not a huge benefit.
His up beat it up there, yeah. For Sonic, I'm sure that he can take an advantage of those platforms, but for Yoshi, I'm not exactly sure.
But he really has to bank on Yoshi being on his platforms too, because otherwise, you know, his up air and maybe his up smash can reach just the very tip on the bottom platforms. So it's devastating for both of them. So they might just, you know, both want to play keep away in that situation.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Almost had that down smash.
see that's not guaranteed, but if the person's, you know, a little bit slippery, like in this very situation. Oh wow. Oh, was that a pause?
Is that it?
Either way, they're good sports. They're not going to let it matter. I mean, it is grand finals. Oh, see, it's way more. When he gets to the point where he thinks that you know, it just takes one hit to win, he's a lot less reserved. You know, he starts to get a little bit worried that he might not be able to close it fast enough.
Right.
Because it's so easy for Sonic to get back in and rack up the damage.
sPAPI looks like he's having a lot
wow,
more
that was
trouble
great.
now.
I mean, Sonic, that was a great sweet spot. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, yeah, I've noticed that Natdog can really get those spikes.
Who would have guessed? We're going to have to be here longer, right?
Just one more match though.
No, but
Is that it? No.
we are going to continue outside.
On the
this
side,
match.
okay.
Not going to stream. Which is very devastating. Yeah, so
All right,
goodbye.
signing
Thank you very
out.
much
Thanks for watching.
the stream.